I'm Mark Bennett. I'm one of the cardiac anaesthetists in the Southwest Cardiothoracic Centre in Plymouth. I'm in the side room of our intensive care unit where we've set up a live sim training area so that we can set up our mannequin to resemble the sort of scenarios that some of our patients have after their cardiac surgery. This was started a few years ago by one of my colleagues, James Cole, who has wanted to really measure how the team responds to time-critical diagnoses. And we now have a range of scenarios that we can run with our nursing staff. We're now very fortunate that in addition to the mannequin with the standard simulation that we use, that our heart charity have purchased us and fundraised for a really high fidelity ultrasound simulator. Ultrasound is often the next step in the diagnosis of time-critical situations that arise in the intensive care unit. And this simulator allows us to practice using that tool for the benefit of our patients. The ultrasound simulator can mimic both the type of ultrasound that we use in intensive care, that is done through the patient's chest wall, or the type of ultrasound that we use in theatre, where a probe actually goes down the patient's gullet, because at that time the surgeon is operating on the patient's heart. What the simulator allows us to do, therefore, is practice as many times as we like on the simulator. Because our registrars, fellows and senior fellows can practice ultrasound away from patients and with an instructor, they can get experienced at both of these types of echo without the patient having to go through the experience or increase the length of time that they're being examined. So this is a huge advantage to our patients, and the skill of the doctors using this will be increased.
I think as a student, this machine is fantastic in trying to improve your hand-eye coordination, your dexterous skill in actually performing a TOE examination. By having the high fidelity images with all the pathologies that we can examine on the screens, it allows you to practice your procedures remote from the patient. It allows you to improve your confidence, and then that means that when you do actually get to performing a procedure on a patient, you've got a better understanding of what you're doing and you've got a better skill set for performing the examination properly.
All of this is a huge advantage for our patients, with more rapid diagnoses both in the intensive care unit and in theatre, and we're extremely grateful to our charity Hearts Well for their support in this advance.